Hi class, so I'm going to be discussing the importance of a file signature analysis. To start, a file signature is a string of bytes that are recognized by programs to open the appropriate application to view the contents of a file. There are several types of file formats, which are just the structure of how information is stored on a computer. Every file format has a file signature that is unique to the file format, as well as a file extension. The file extension is an indicator to the user what type of file they're going to be viewing. So they can view this in their file browser or their file explorer next to the file name. So it'll say file name separated by a period, and then the file extension, which is usually just an abbreviation of the file format. For example, there's .x for a Microsoft Word document, .jpg for a JPEG image file, .ppt for a Microsoft PowerPoint presentation, .xlsx for an Excel spreadsheet, and .txt for a text document. Like I said, there's several types of file extensions and file formats, but they all have their own file signature. File extensions can be altered or tampered with. Viruses can do that. So maybe that they're not recognized or detected by an antivirus software, or the user might recognize it as a legitimate file because it says .docx when it's really a virus. It goes unnoticed, undetected. But sophisticated hackers and cyber criminals, they can alter the file extension so that they can hide information, hide data, hide images, so other users would recognize it as a legitimate file and not think twice about it. When investigators are doing an examination of a hard disk image and they come across files that appear to be legitimate but won't open, those types of files are immediately flagged. And the reason that the file might not open is because the file extension does not match the file signature. So what I mean by this is that a JPEG file would have the file extension .jpg. The file signature that would correspond with that file extension would be FF-D8 FFE1. Now, those are the first 6 bytes of the file signature, and it's in hexadecimal, which basically is a numeric notation that goes up to 16 rather than 10. So it incorporates numbers and a few letters. So every file has a unique file signature that indicates to the computer what type of application to open to view that file. When the file signature doesn't match the file signature, there's going to be an error and the file won't open. Unlike file extensions, which can be viewed next to the file name in the file browser, file signatures aren't visible to the average user in the file explorer unless they open the file in a forensic software to view the bytes in hexadecimal. I mean, the fact that a file won't open doesn't automatically mean that there's hidden data or hidden images that could be incriminating. It could be a deleted file or a nested file, which is just a file that is in a file format that is inside of another file format. For example, a JPEG file, a JPEG image that is inside of a Microsoft Word document. But file signature analysis is important because if a file won't open, an investigator can look at the file signature and see why the file won't open. If the file signature doesn't match the file extension, then it needs to be further examined as for the reason why it's not opening, which can be seen in the hexadecimal values. But yeah, that's all I got. Thank you.